Hello, everyone. It is Felicia Bender, the Practical Numerologist. Today's video is all about the number 8 when it shows up as a challenge number in one or more of your challenge cycles. So, we're talking numerology right now and specifically Pythagorean numerology. So, what I want to say is these aren't just random challenges. So, you're watching and you're like, oh, let's see if this challenges me. This is not basically, it is very definitively based on your individual chart in numerology. So if you are not sure what your challenge cycles are, how to calculate those, how to understand those, how to understand when they show up for you in terms of the timing, please take a moment, pause here, go to the description box. There is an explanatory video that will walk you and talk you through all of that. And then you can come back here and have exactly what you need to know for your numerology profile right in front of you. And you can access all of the information about all of those numbers. And yet, what I will say is that if you are here, right now, I am making a wild assumption that you already know your challenge cycles and you know that you are either experiencing one right now and want to know more, you have experienced one in the past and you'd like to put that into context, or you are going to experience one in the future and you want to have a little heads up. You want to be a little forewarned is forearmed. So with that said, let's just dive right in, and we are going to get into the 8 as it shows up as a challenge cycle number. So when an 8 shows up as a challenge, it is challenging you and it's also teaching you all about empowerment. So the 8, if we have to choose one thing in terms of the challenge that it is going to pose whenever it shows up in this capacity, it is going to challenge you with empowering yourself from the ground up. It's intense. I'm just telling you, and also just to understand the basic concepts around, or the basic energies, and what comes with the number 8 whenever it does show up in anywhere in your numerology. It is the money number. It's all about money and finances. It's all about abundance. It's all about material manifestation, and yet it's so much more than that. It is about power and empowerment. I would say empowerment is the key theme, the number one on the totem pole here. And then it's about control, authority, all of those things as well. When an 8 shows up, it is really, really kicking you up the ladder. It is step up or get stepped on, and it's all business. It's all about the business of whatever it is you're doing. So when this shows up, the challenges can possibly show up within situations that challenge your sense of personal and financial empowerment. It's a time where you can really be challenged with again making things happen, with not being a victim, with really prepping yourself, not going into something just blindly or thinking you deserve something. You have to train for it. It's kind of like boot camp. You've got to really prep yourself. You've got to have the skills. You've got to have the reserves and the resources in order to make stuff happen. It's not just magic. It is magic. Let me rephrase that. It is magic when it happens, and yet the manifestation comes magically through effort and concerted and focus, okay, and being prepared. So money is a priority during this time, and yet the tendency might be to make money the overriding priority, right? A time where you experience being a workaholic, being really greedy, being maybe unethical. All of those things can be challenges during this time. Material desires need to be balanced with other aspects of life, and yet the tendency will be either to really go all in and pretty belligerently forward in terms of money, and all that goes with it, the trappings of that. Or the other way, it's all about money, but I wish I had some. If I only had some money, things would be a lot different. So it can be those two sides of that same coin. All right, the opportunities here are endless because you'll learn to empower yourself on all levels using your influence, using your financial resources, and your connections for the betterment of not only yourself and your business or your career or your situation altogether, but it's really the golden opportunity to again step up and be counted and take yourself seriously and really make your mark. Okay, this is a powerful challenge that opens doors to abundance, and yet, again, it takes effort and it takes resilience because it's not a straight line. Whenever you have an 8 challenge, it is going to challenge you, and that means it's going to challenge you with up, down, and all around. It's not just going to be, hey, you're rich and you're going to be rich for life. No, it's going to be you're rich now, oop, bankrupt now, oop, back again, oop, here we go. It's really learning how to play the money game in that way. And I don't mean that negatively. I mean it in the most positive sense. To learn how to understand how to manage money, what money means to you, what it doesn't mean to you, what you'll do for it, what you won't do for it. And all of those things are going to come into play because you have experiences that make you answer those questions for yourself. So the issues here can be that you might struggle with money issues across the board, legal issues. The 8 is often as a challenge. Will throw a few legal things your way. The ultimate authority and dealing with that sort of legal authority, or other elements that are going to test you to step up or again get stepped on. So integrity, ethics, and giving back are really the cornerstone to integrating the challenge of the 8 successfully in your life. It's about the yes, doing well for yourself, and yet also turning that around. It's the 8 after all is the infinity signal. I guess it's a signal. It's more of a symbol, I think. So the infinity symbol, and it's about that continuous abundance, that continuous flow of energy. So that is going to be required of you to really tap into that and really engage that during a number 8 challenge cycle. So, if you know all the rest of your challenges, you can reference those in the description box. You can also, once again, figure out what yours are and the description of what the challenges even bring to the table overall in numerology.